I used to own a store that repaired phones, and I repaired over 13,000 phones myself, and I tried them all. And so I know kind of a lot with phones. That's my old business. That's how I made my first millions. So I got it here. I gotta be careful with the package because inside is a very precious phone. OnePlus 10 Pro 5G, the new one. And this is the OnePlus 7 Pro. I had this for over 3 years and I'm super satisfied. I don't get paid to say this, but this one has been amazing. Like the charging time, it's all complete. The battery life has been amazing, even though I changed batteries a couple of times. The camera has been, it's crazy. When I meet people with iPhones, like, oh, well, what phone do you have? I was like, yeah, I have a OnePlus. So now I'm changing it, swapping this phone for this phone, basically. Because I'm so satisfied with the brand and everything they do, and I love the Android, even though I have a Mac and I do like music in Mac and stuff. But the phone, you spend so much time on the phone, and when you travel, I want amazing pictures. I want it to be charging like super fast. And today I'm gonna be unboxing this one and testing it out and comparing it with this one. I always try to like keep these ones, but it's never possible. Okay, let's see if, is there something? Oh really? It comes with a case. Seriously. I had no idea. It's also a great case. I guess this one is a bit cooler. Cool. Okay, now to the actual phone. Nice. Oh, it's like smooth. It's like the same as like the no, it's like this one. It's almost the same like texture. Okay, let's turn it on. There's the protection on the screen. That's good. Let's see what else. Oh, that's this like huge charger adapter, 80 watts, super VOOC. That's why one of the reasons why I buy these ones. They're so extremely fast at charging. It's crazy. So while the phone is like looking for updates and doing its thing, one of the things why I've been using it, so this is the old charger. This is from the 7 Pro and this is the 10 Pro. It's a bit different in size. This one is a bit bigger, but this one and this cable, this is the original cable 3.5 years ago. I never changed it. It's still working, and here's the new one. Like, it's fantastic how this cable has actually, been holding on so nice, still working properly. And this is actually one of the reasons why I keep buying it, because I only need one cable in almost 4 years time. How amazing isn't that? All the fucking iPhone shit breaks all the time. The batteries, the cables, the chargers, like, they made it so you should buy more stuff. But these people, they produce it so it will last. Like, and I like that. I don't know if you can see, but here I got half of the battery in there. I'm gonna plug it in and see how fast it goes. Yes, what I wanted to show is that this thing here, you see that thing? It means that it's like super fast charging. And when it does that, it's good to go. While the phone is charging and copying, I don't know if you see, but this is my old and this is the new one. Now it's also charging, but it's like, it just copies everything automatically, like super nice to just, I don't have to do basically anything. But I want to tell you a few things why I chose this one. And number one is the camera. The camera is amazing. I love it. It takes pictures like never before. The old one had a 48 megapixel one, and actually the megapixel is not that like important, but I choose it because of the pictures. When I travel a lot, I wanna take super cool pictures like towards the sun or in dark places where normal like budget cameras can't really be and do and perform. This camera in the 7 Pro has been doing a great job. I haven't tried the 10 Pro camera, but I've seen that it should be really awesome. I think they're working together with Hasselblad, and it's also, I think it's Swedish, to be honest, and I'm also Swedish, so I like that. They also have this message on, that's like their tagline on their brand. It's never settle, like never settle. And also, like, I vibrate with the same thing. Like, I never settle for anything. I just want better all the time. Growth continuously grows. So also they have been like smart. They've been doing their branding to the right people. Also, the phone has been working incredibly well. Like how fast it is in the menus. It hasn't really been struggling at all at any points. Basically, I can't even remember if I had some points while my old phone has been like lagging or been some sort of problem. It's just been running smooth basically all the time, and that for me is priceless. Like, that for me is like, I pay money for that, because when you stand there in line and you should pay something or do something and you need to like quick, and then all of a sudden the phone fucks up and you're like, no. So that is one of the reasons. A third thing that I really love with this is the speed from this is the old one, the speed in this, it's called warp charge. They call it Super VOC in the new one, and it has 165 watts. Like, it should go 0 to like full battery in like 20 minutes or something. I just love that. I can just bring it and then I just plug it in, and then boom, it's ready to go. And then you have a whole day or one and a half, 2 days of charge. It's amazing. That's one of the reasons why I actually picked this phone again. This one comes with 12 gigabytes of ROM, 256 gigabytes of memory. I will probably never use it, but I took it anyway. I don't even know what we need 12 gigabytes of RAM too, but yeah. I'm gonna be using this phone for the next like 4 years time. So that's what I'm planning. I'm gonna use it like another 4 years. So that's why I'd rather buy something expensive that's really good that I can have for a long time and then use it instead of like keep changing, because it's a little bit of a process to always keep changing the data in them. And I don't wanna keep doing that. I'm really excited to test this bad boy, to start to use it, but I can't yet because it's still another 23 minutes until it's copying. And I'm also so surprised. This phone, the old one, 7 Pro, I dropped this many times, even without the case, and it's still like, now it's a little bit dirty, but if you look at the back, it looks like a brand new phone still, and the screen is, and everything is working. The only thing that's been a little bit now when I flew from Bangkok last time, my front camera it's popping up. So on the 7 Pro it comes up and down. So if you see here, wait, I show you. Look now. Boof, it comes up. And now there's no problem. Like, it works really good. But for some time it was some problem. It like didn't come up and I struggled a little bit. But now it's all fine again. That's the only thing that's been on this phone since I had it. So before we even get to transfer the information, it charged for 50% to almost 100% in like a couple of minutes. It's crazy how fast that went. The phone is downloading all the apps and everything, and I'm gonna be testing this. So tomorrow we will continue this whole thing and see. I'm gonna compare the old one to the new one so you can see the difference, and see you tomorrow. So I'm transferring information from the old and the new one, because I've been taking photos, to a Mac. And for those of you who know this, Mac and Android are like opponents, so they don't want to talk to each other. Like, they're two different systems from two different realities, and it's just hard to make them speak to each other. And they do this with purpose because they want to sell their own stuff. But I love this one, and I love the Mac to like, it's just the feeling you have with the phone. It's like a feeling it gives to you. That's why you're satisfied with being with it. And the same with the Mac. It gives you a sort of feeling when you type on it, just as this one. And I love this feeling in the holding it and like typing on it, using it. I don't know if you know what I mean. Maybe you do. So we have the OnePlus 7 Pro and this is the 10 Pro. I've been using it like a little bit of time, and see here, they're kind of the same size. The camera, the front camera is inside, and it's actually better, I think. And the front camera on this one pops up, but that's been kind of like the only problem. It's a great camera, but at the same time, that has been the thing that's been a problem, honestly. So I've been using the 10 Pro now for a half a day, and honestly, it's not much of a difference. Like, both are really super fast still. Charging both super fast. Even if, like, I used to own a store that repaired phones, and I repaired over 13,000 phones myself, and I tried them all. And so I know kind of a lot with phones. That's my old business. That's how I made my first millions. And that's how I kind of like got into entrepreneurship. For me to notice the difference in the charging, for example, I would say the charging, SuperVOC 80 watts, it said when I'm charging here. For me to really see the difference in the charging, experience a time difference, like is this faster than this one? This 7 Pro is still super fast in charging. The only reason I actually changed my phone is I believe that this camera soon will stop working. I can repair it, but at the same time I had this almost for 4 years, and maybe something else breaks down, and I'd rather have another 3-4 years of like no problem. So that's why I'm changing. But the differences in the phones, both of them, even if it's 3 models in between, I honestly say it's very small. Like, it's very small how you can notice the difference when using the phone. Both are fantastically good, I would say, and I don't get paid to say this. Yeah, I can't see why you should buy one every year or something. You can have them 3-4 years, no problem. So I'm gonna take a photo of my old one, and I'm gonna take a photo of the new one just from where I'm sitting at, like here, so you can see the difference. This is both hands. I think the camera placement on the 7 Pro I think is better, because I have to do this to, like, the camera is not in, like, yeah, but otherwise, like, it's hard. I have to look at the pictures on a computer to see a difference. I don't see a difference here. Like, I couldn't tell. So I got both of the phones, and this is the old, this is the new, and I've been going over everything, like, because I'm gonna erase this one, and I'm checking all my files and like the photos and all the apps and everything, and I'm in this critical moment of like erasing this one and just 100% rely on the new one. But you know, the moment in between, we're like, do I got everything? Like, is there anything that I'm missing? But now I'm gonna go and erase it so I can send it back to OnePlus and get my refund for that. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Delete all data, factory reset. It's blinking. Delete all data. Oh, I really hope I have everything. This is like a Okay, I gotta do it. Photos, videos, personal data, music. Oh shit, it's such a hard thing to do. Okay, I gotta pause. Okay, so delete all data, erase all data. Okay, boom. Shit. Let's go. I've been using this for a couple of days now. So conclusion, like, is it worth it? Like $1,100 for this phone with this carbon fiber case? I think the price is actually, I think 1,200 something, but I got off 160. I think, if I'm not completely mistaken, they took my old phone, I sent it in, and I just keep this one. Is it worth it? Well, I think so. If you think long term, and you keep this one for 4 years, and then you see how much you pay each year, and that's what you do. And then when you sell it, if you keep it in a good shape, you get some money back when you sell it. So I actually think it's a good deal. Today, if you buy an iPhone, it's kind of the same price. Of course, you can get a cheaper model, but honestly, I prefer when I'm traveling and when I do things, and I take pictures, and I want the fast things. I want the quality of the photos. I want the thing when people stay next to me, like, oh, Michael, what camera is that? What phone is that? I want that thing. Call me crazy, I don't know, but I like that and I pay for that, I guess. And well, you do what you want, but I think it's worth it. We can just make more money, right? And we have one life. Fucking go for it.